Good day, learners! Today we're going to learn about Namibian child rights, protecting children in Namibia. This is presented to grade 3 learners, but I believe everybody else could look through it and they will also learn something new. Okay, so let's start with our agenda. What are we going to learn in this video? We are going to learn that every child is important. Children must be safe, loved, and protected. Adults must always think about what is best for the child. We are going to introduce key laws that protect children in Namibia. We're going to look at the children's rights. We're going to see what to do if a child needs help. And we're going to learn about respecting and supporting each other's rights, which is also very important in a classroom. So what are rights and why are they important? Example of children's rights and who ensures children's rights are respected. Rights are things every child should have or be able to do, like being safe, going to school, and being treated fairly. They are important because they help protect children and make sure they grow up healthy and happy. Knowing your rights means you can understand when someone is wrong and what help you can get when something happens. Children have rights. Rights are things every child should have. Children have the right to food, a safe home, going to school, be healthy, and protected from harm. Now, who helps people making sure that the children have their rights? Some people work to help and protect children, like social workers, teachers, police officers, doctors and nurses, their family, adoptive parents, and all of these people help keep children safe. Parents and caregivers must do the following. They need to take care of the children. They need to give them food and clothing. They need to help them learn, keep them safe. Parents must love and protect their children. Now, sometimes families look different than others. Sometimes children may live with their parents or even a relative like a grandfather, grandmother, or aunt or an uncle. Sometimes they live with foster parents, which means they don't live with their parents, they live with someone else. And then adoptive parents, when kids are adopted by different people to give them a home. These families must take good care of the children. Now, the overview of Child Care and Protection Act, which is the act that we have in Namibia since 2015. This protects children from abuse or being neglected and give them the right to education and a safe environment. The Child Care and Protective Act is a special law in Namibia that helps protect children from harm and neglect. It sets rules up to make sure children live in safe homes, get education, and are cared for properly. This law helps keep children safe and improve their quality of life. The protection against child abuse and neglect. This law makes it illegal to hurt children or ignore their needs. It helps identify when a child is in danger and ensures steps are taken to protect them quickly. Now remember, when it says that the law makes it illegal to hurt children, it means that no one can hurt you. When you are beaten or when you are being hurt by someone, you need to be able to go and tell an adult. Also, it says here that it makes it illegal to ignore their needs. Now remember, needs are not a PlayStation, not a cell phone. It is to make sure that you have clothing. It makes to make sure that you have food, that you have a safe space to live in. But that is basically it. So, do not mistaken needs for wants. We have already learned about this. So it helps identify when a child is in danger and ensures steps are taken to protect them quickly. Support services and legal action are in place to help children stop abuse and receive care. Children must be protected from abuse. Abuse is when someone hurts you, like when in some families a family member gets drunk, or they drink a lot, and then they start throwing you with things, or they burn you with something, or they hit you for no reason, so forth. That is abuse. Then we have neglect. Neglect means that you are left alone at a young age at home, with no one to help you, with no one taking care of you, and you are left there for hours at a time. Being hurt means that when you are hurt, no one is there to take care of you, to make sure that the hurt is fixed. Also being forced to work. So since 2013, I think, Namibia had, no, sorry, not 2013, 2003, Namibia had a law in place that took care of children being forced to do work for their parents. And I'm not talking about chores and cleaning the garden and so forth. I'm talking about not going to school, but being placed on the farm, and they need to be working instead of going to school, and the parents get all the money. That is being forced to work. So also, if a child is not safe, adults must help. If it's not your parents, then it should be an uncle or an aunt. If it's not your family, then it should be the police or a teacher or a social worker. So what to do if a child needs help? We need to go to trusted adults that children can talk to, organizations that help children in Namibia, and we're going to learn about basic steps for asking help. If children feel scared and need help, they can talk to trusted adults like parents, teachers, and community leaders. These adults can help protect children and find them the help they need. Learning who to turn to is important for safety. Now, you should have 5 very important people in your life that you can speak to. And remember, when you do not feel safe, you need to tell one of those 5 people. If the one doesn't want to listen, go to the next one. Don't give up. Okay? And it's also very important that when an adult asks you to keep a secret that hurts you or that makes you feel uncomfortable, you need to be able to go and talk to one of those 5 people in order for you to get help and to see if you are in trouble. Okay? Now, the organizations that help kids are the Ministry of Gender and Equality and Child Welfare, the Child Protecting Units in the police, so you can go to the police, the Child Helpline, you can phone, the number is 116, and you can phone them from 8 o'clock in the morning until 8 o'clock at night. And these organizations help the kids with shelter, with a house, with counseling to understand what's happening, and with legal support in order to keep these children safe and healthy. Now, what should we do when we are not sure that we need to ask for help, but what should we do when we want to ask for help? Number 1, we identify the problem and recognize something feels wrong and unsafe. That is the most important step. You need to understand if it's safe. Now, again, like I said, if an adult tells you that you need to keep a secret and you do not feel safe keeping that secret, or you feel that you're doing something wrong, you need to go tell one of your 5 people, like your mom, your dad, your grandma, your teacher, and someone else that you know, your uncle or your aunt, or your friend's mom, or someone like that. So if you don't feel safe telling your mom this, then you can go tell your aunt or your grandma. If you don't feel safe telling your family about this, you can go tell your teacher. It is their responsibility to help you. So once you have recognized when something feels wrong or unsafe, you need to go tell one of your 5 people that you trust. Okay? When you tell the adult who you trust to help you, you need to make sure that you have all the details. Now, please do not stay away if you don't have all the details, but just make sure that you remember everything that was said and who said what, and not exactly, but kind of what happened, what made it feel, what happened. Okay, so if an uncle or a man touched your shoulder and you felt uncomfortable, you can go tell your mom that man touched my shoulder and I didn't feel comfortable. Okay, and it was your mom's responsibility to go tell that man not to touch you again. Okay, or if an uncle or a man gives you a sweetie to do something for him, and you did not feel safe when you did the thing, or when he told you to do the thing, then you yell as loud as you can, or you run to your parents as quickly as possible, or to the 5 people that you have on your list. Okay. We need to ask for help. Let them know you need support and protection. Then the adults will make a safety plan. They will tell you what to do next. What are the next steps? Do you go again to that man? Do you walk again down that street? Do you stay at home? What should you do when you're in such a situation again? Okay, but remember, it is always very important that you already have those 5 people in your mind that you can go to when you are not feeling safe. It is very, very important. Respecting and supporting each other's rights. So yes, we ourselves have rights, but the people around us also have rights, and we need to respect theirs. When we help each other, everyone feels safer and happier. Now we need to respect each other. Respect means accepting that all children are different and in how they look, speak, or believe. Understanding and being kind to these differences helps everyone feel included and safe. This respect is important for friendship and fairness. A caring community is where children and adults work together to help each other be safe and happy. This means listening to each other, helping other people that do not have the same things that you have, and following the laws that protect everyone. Communities that do this help children grow strong and confident. This presentation has introduced key laws that protect children's rights in Namibia, explaining who supports these rights and outlines steps children can take if they need help. By understanding and respecting each other's rights, we can build a safer, caring community where every child feels valued and protected. Let's continue to support and protect all children's rights together. Thank you.